Are you tired of jumping between random OET tips and never getting clear answers? When I started preparing for the OET exam, I kept asking myself, where do I start? And which resources are actually useful? But here's the good news. I made it. I passed my OET exam. That's why I've created this free 5-part OET preparation course covering everything you need, from planning to successfully passing the OET exam. Each video focuses on one skill. The first video that you're watching right now is going to focus on intro, planning, and resources for OET. The second video will focus on listening. The third video will focus on reading part. And the fourth video will focus on writing. The last one, fifth video, will focus on speaking part. So by the end of this series, you'll have a clear roadmap to your OET success. And I've made a playlist of it. You can check all the videos. So grab your notebook, get comfortable, let's begin. So this video is going to have 5 parts. Intro to OET, scoring, layout, resources, and schedule at the end of this video. So I'm providing everything for free to you. What you have to do is to subscribe and like. Thank you. So let's start. What is OET? OET is Occupational English Test. It is designed specifically for healthcare professionals like doctors and nurses, and it is accepted worldwide in the US, UK, Ireland, Australia, and more. Test uses real health scenarios, so you will feel confident while preparing and after taking this exam. So how it is graded? According to the official OET website, it is graded from 0 to 500. And you have to score above 350 if you want to get at least B. It depends upon the country and the exam that you're going to take for. For example, if you're taking for USMLE or PLAB, you need to score B, which is at least 350 or above. So here you can see how it looks like on the test results. You have to score 350 or above, which means B or A. But if you're taking for nursing, C or C plus is also fine, depends upon the country and the exam. So today I will focus more on getting B or above. So now let's talk about the layout of OET exam, time and number of questions in each subtest. There are 4 subtests: the listening part, reading part, writing part, and the speaking part. So let's talk about the listening. In listening part, you'll have 40 minutes. You'll have 3 parts in this subtest and 42 questions that you have to answer within 40 minutes. Then we have the reading part. There will be 60 minutes duration and you will have 3 parts in this subtest, and you also have to answer 42 questions within the 60 minutes time duration. And after that, we will have the writing part, and in writing part you will have 45 minutes. You have to write 1 formal letter on the profession that you have chosen, like medicine or nursing, and you will be using the case notes given. And it will be marked by OET, and they have an assessment criteria. I will talk about this in a separate video on writing part. And in the last, we have OET speaking. Here we'll have 15 to 20 minutes and 2 profession-specific role plays, and each role play will last for 5 minutes. And you'll also have 3 minutes of preparation time for the role play. It will be also marked by OET, and they also have an assessment criteria. I will also share the strategies and tips on how to score high in OET speaking. I have a specific video for that. Here we can look at the OET sample test to see how the questions look like and how the numbers are arranged. First of all, let's look at the listening part. As I mentioned before, listening part will have 40 minutes, and first of all, we will have part A. Part A will have questions 1 to 24. Extract 1 will have questions 1 to 12, and extract 2, you will have questions from 13 to 24. You just have to listen and fill in the blanks. After that, we will have part B for questions 25 to 30. Here we'll have a listening audio, and you have to choose the best answers. So it's going to be like 6 questions. And then we will have part C with questions 31 to 42, and you will have an extract. You have to listen and answer. So we're going to have 2 extracts. Extract 1, questions 31, 36, and extract 2 from 37 to 42. So 42 questions altogether. Here is how it will look like. Now let's move on to the reading part. The reading part also has part A, B, and C. Part A is going to be really quick because you'll have 15 minutes to answer 20 questions. As you can see here, 15 minutes to answer 20 questions. So in part A, you will have text A, B, C, and D, and you have to read it and answer the questions 1 to 7. You have to write the paragraph in which you find that answer, and questions 8 to 14, and then 15 to 20. So all these 20 questions you have to answer in 15 minutes. Then we will have the reading part B and C. Before that, you will have 10 minutes of break. After that, you can continue with part B and C. And in part B, you will have questions 1 to 6. You have to read this passage and choose the best answer. After doing the 6 questions, you will have part C, and part C has long paragraphs like this. So text 1, we will have questions 7 to 22 all together in part C. So for text 1, you will answer questions 7 to 14, and then text 2, you will answer questions from 15 to 22. And here's how it will look like. Now let's talk about the writing part. The writing part, as I mentioned before, it has 45 minutes, 5 minutes to read the case notes, and then 40 minutes to write the letter. The letter can be a referral letter or any other type. I will talk about that in detail in a separate video. And here's how it will look like. Then we have the speaking part, also the role play part. In the role play, you'll act as a doctor, you will have the background of the patient, and you have the task that you have to complete. For this, you will have 3 minutes to prepare for one role play, and you have to speak for 5 minutes. Altogether, there will be 2 role plays. And here's how it will look like. Now you know what is OET, how it is scored, the layout of exam. Now let's talk about the most important part, how to choose the right resources for you. It's simple. First of all, let's click on Ready, go to listening part, and scroll down to Ready to practice with the sample test. Click on Learn More, choose where you're going to take tests. If you're going to take on paper, click here. And if on computer, click here. I'm going to choose the sample test and choose your profession. I'll go with medicine. Then download all these sample tests. After downloading, use your phone's timer and try to do it within the 40 minutes time. It's simple. If you're scoring above 35 in the sample test, then you just need 1 week to prepare for the exam. And I will tell you how to make that schedule. And if your score is less than 35 in all these sample tests, then you have to download the JSON files collection. I've put the link in the description, and you can also find it on Google. What's in this collection? You'll have 25 tests from different resources, and you have to practice them. And when you feel you're ready, then you have to go with the sample test. Doing sample tests is really important because real exam will have almost same difficulty. A lot of people, they say sample test is harder, but trust me, I've taken the exam. Difficulty level is same as sample test. That's why I said if you score above 35, then you're already prepared for the test. But if you score less than 35, you need to practice with the JSON files. If you think this video is helpful, please subscribe to my channel and give me a like. Let's continue how to prepare a schedule for your exam. It's simple. Just type this prompt on ChatGPT. Here, type the medicine or nursing exam, type of exam that you're going to take, and then write today's date. For example, today is 24th. And as I mentioned, if you scored above 35, then choose a time period of 1 week and write the date when you're going to take exam. But if you scored less than 35, Then you have to write a date approximately for 1 month, and then hit enter. And here, ChatGPT will make a whole schedule for you. Once you're done with the schedule, copy it and paste it in the Word file. You can see the date, day, and the part that you're going to prepare. And then just keep a record of what you have done and what you're going to do next. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next video where I will talk more about listening part, and I will dive deeper into the tips, strategies, and ways to get higher score. See you in the next video.